Hi guys, it's been a minute. Good day. Welcome to today's podcast. Well, I know that the past few months have not been easy. We've learned, we've unwind, solved a lot of puzzles, we've listened, we've read books, we've struggled, walking through the tunnel, but thank God we saw the light. Well, today we'll be discussing about there's something very particular I want to talk about, and that is confusion. Alright, so stay with me. I heard a story, and it was about a girl that was abused by her father, not directly, but that placed her in a situation where he made her a bait to pay for a debt. And the painful thing is, her mom was aware, but she could not do anything. She was actually sexually abused right in the presence of her mom and her dad. Her dad saw nothing wrong with it because he was trying to save his own self. Then her mom was helpless, so she did not want to do. She could not do anything. She allowed it happen. She called her mom a weakling because her mom could not do anything. And this lady grew up to become a sexist, somebody that feeds on men. She craves pleasure. She feels like men are sex tools. Yeah. And so it took her a while to see the light and to know that it was a wrong path. She's obviously hurt. She hasn't healed. She's still struggling with things from her past, and for someone like that, she would not believe that she needs to be, when you're hurt, most time you don't believe that you need healing, but the first step to healing is knowing and agreeing that you need to heal. That is the first step to healing. And in this scenario, I know that a lot of people might also have been through things that are similar. It might not be a rape issue, it might be something else, physical abuse, emotional abuse, you name it. You try to figure yours out. But there's something the devil usually do when you've been abused. It makes you feel sometimes that there is nowhere else to turn. It makes you feel like God does not hear you. That God is not real. I mean, if it was real, He would not have watched you go through all that. He would not have allowed that. I was little when this happened to me, and He did not do anything. While it was happening, I cried and begged Him, but He did not listen to me. He allowed it happen and all that. But one thing you don't understand is like the same devil will distract you. Okay? That even when God is trying to warn you about a plan or a decision that you're trying to make, even when He tries to give you the red light, to show you the red light, to warn you, you're distracted by the devil. You're just in a trance. There's just this distraction that comes, that at that point you do not hear that somebody's trying to warn you. You do not see that what you're doing is wrong, until you've done that thing and you're now out of it. That is what the devil does most of the time. Alright, it distracts you. You don't hear. Even when you hear, you feel like it's not loud enough, so you're not sure about what you're hearing. Alright? And at the end of the day, we blame it on God. You should learn to discern. You should learn to listen. That is why you need to build your faith. That is why you need God. That is why you need to discern. That is why you need to know what God says about you. That is why you need to be focused. You need to sharpen your senses such that when God is speaking, you would pick up the tiniest signal to know when God is rebuking you from something, or when you're trying to do something wrong and God is warning you against it. That has helped a lot of people. It has saved people from going to the wrong place at the wrong time. It has saved people from accidents. Just think about it. I'm going to read a scripture, and that is 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13. That is our anchor scripture, and I'll be reading it from the TPT version. We all experience times of testing, which is normal for every human being, but God will be faithful to you. It will screen and filter the severity, nature, and the timing of every test and trials you face so that you can bear it. And each test is an opportunity to trust Him more. For along with every trial, God has produced for you a way of escape that will bring you out of it victoriously. Now, I'm reading this scripture for those that have already been hurt or those that are in a process right now. There is still a way out for you. God will not put you in a spot where He knows that you will not have enough strength to come out from it. God has given you all the strength you need. God has given you all the power you need. God has given you all the senses and the ability you need to come out from it because He trusts you. Forget about the fact that sometimes you feel like God is not real. If He was real, I wouldn't be in this mess. There is no God. Forget about that confusion. The devil does that a lot. And focus. You don't even need to pray if 30 minutes prayer. Just ask for help. Just ask for help. It doesn't matter if you're hurting, doesn't matter what has happened or what is happening right now. You can still ask for help. So I think that will be all for now. Love and light.